Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to an airbrush review. We are looking at a controlled double action. Sounds alien, well, it's alien to me. I've never ever tried one, so this is going to be new to me, getting on with it to see what it's like. Now this brush is by Harder and Steenbeck and it's a Hansa 18102. So controlled double action, you might think, well, what is this controlled double action? Because we're all used to double action airbrushes where you press down for air, then you move back for paint. So me thinking controlled, it must be like all in one, where you sort of, the minute you move back, you're getting your air and your paint. That's what I think it's going to be about. So we'll unbox it, have a look. That's the box. This is the Hansa 181 on a 02. So your Harder and Steenbeck blocks, black one, 2 slide buttons at the front and you lift it open and you got your brush inside. So always nice packaging with H&S's. You've never got any dramas of the brush getting damaged if you order it because it's in a good solid box. Now the brush itself, weight wise in the hand, just feels like you're picking up, say, an Evolution or an Infinite. It just feels the same sort of robust feel you get with the H&S brushes. So your build quality is spot on. It always is with their brushes. Really nice chrome. You've got a little reservoir to the top, so that's where you would put your paint. The front head assembly on this looks like the original Evolution crown cap on the front. That does unscrew, so you can expose the needle. So if you wanted to work closer and see right up close and see where your needle and what's happening, you can take the crown cap off or you can work with it on. If you're working with it on, you're getting tip dry, you can do the same cleaning principle like you can with the Ultra 2024, where you can get your paintbrush and just push down the front, down the little holes at the side, and it will clean the needle. The trigger is a very unusual one for me. I've not seen a trigger top like this. It's basically a little dome point to the top, and you can put your finger over the front because you've got plenty of clearance because you've got a small reservoir, to the side or that side or the back, and it's got a little grippy rings on the top, so it feels grippy to work with. You don't feel like you're going to slide off it and slip. Back of the body, nice and sleek, no cutaways. That's what I like. Smooth body at the back. You don't catch your hand when you're holding it. And then at the end of the brush, you've got a fluid adjust. So this will dial in your trigger movement going back on how much paint's going out. Quick connect bottom. So this will fit to your 1/8 airlines, not a problem. Just clip that straight in. And then you move back. That's all you're doing. You're not pressing down. You're just literally moving back and the air is straight on. So it's going to be sort of alien for me working it. We'll drop some paint in. I'm going to use some FW black. This is thin with isopropanol, so we're going to do a thin mix because I'm running low air pressure. We're probably running around 15 psi. We'll move in closer and test the controlled double action. Right guys, so there's the brush. That's the little reservoir I'm on about. And you look down in there and you can see the needle. So we're going to go a couple of drops of my FW mix and we're going to drop some ISO in it. We're going to really thin this down. Now you can, I would have thought you can back bubble this. If you take the crown cap off the front, pinch over the front and move back on the trigger and you will back bubble. And then you pull through like that. So we're going to test it on here. So instantly when you move, you literally just move back. That's a really nice movement on that. We'll move over to this side of the paper. Just get a feel of it because it feels sort of alien. So you're literally just moving back and forward, but you get the point-to-point dagger strokes with it, like with ease. because all you're doing is moving the trigger forward and back. So super down, put that a little bit more of a mix on, drop a little bit more ISO in that. Now that's getting super down. We've got a thin mix in here, but that's hairline, guys. Instant hairline. You're probably not even picking that up on the you can see how good that brush is getting down. Look at that. Getting used to it. Drop your name down. So it gets super down. Really nice on lines, and then shading on this I think is so nice to shade with, because you're just rocking the trigger. You've not got to think about taking your air off, because your air comes off when you move forward. So once you get really used to it, you can really feather it and get some really nice shading down with it. So if you're used to a double action, you'll pick this up and it'll feel a bit alien for a start, but a couple of minutes like I've just done here, and then you are on it, you've instantly got it. I mean, instant, straight down on tiny little dots. And textures with this as well is really nice, because you're just pulsing the tip of that trigger. And you can get really nice little textures with it, doing like the dots. And then if you're doing t-shirts, I mean, you've not got the paint to do a t-shirt, but you can create your point-to-point dagger strokes. If you're doing script writing and things like that, you'd have it down easy. So super down, really nice shading. And you've got view, you've got all the view. So nothing's blocking, you know, there's not a cup or a side feed, or you've not got a jar here that you've got to hold on to. It's very sort of nice to work up close with. Tiny little dagger strokes. Just rocking that trigger. Super down on. When you're doing like your lettering. I've not got my glasses, so I'm looking at blur. When I'm going down this detail, I can't really see. So I'm guessing, but you can write your name. It just works, guys. As I say, feels a little bit alien for a start, and it will get the paint down clean. So yeah, a little bit. It hammers the paint down when you want it to, when you go full trigger. I mean, look at that. Emptied. So you get a few passes out the little reservoir. Easy to clean because you can just blast through, you can bubble back, blast through. So there you go. A real simple, easy brush to pick up and start getting some airbrushing down with. It really is. As I say, I think the model painters get one of these in your hand because it's like just dead easy to just puff them little bits of paint out. It really is. The miniature guys would honestly love this brush, I think. They really would. Nice, easy one to get on with. Nice and simple to clean. A little bit of airbrush cleaner, cotton bud. Quick boogie round in that little scallop. Blast it through. Job done. Your brush is clean. Nice, no cutaways on it. Another reason why I think it'd be good for model painters is you've not got all the cutaways. You can just literally get a paper towel when it comes to cleaning and you just wipe the brush down, front to back, job done, you're good to go. You've got full view, so you haven't got a cup in the way, because if you're staring at a miniature like that and you're right up close, you've got a cup in the way, you've probably got a side feed. If you've got a siphon, you've got the big siphon bottle there. You're sort of stopping yourself getting close up. This will get you right up close. And just that minimal trigger movement for puffing that little bit of paint down. I think it's perfect. I really do. Great brush. Even though it's an old brush, it's a great brush. So that's the Hansa 181 by H&S. I'll leave a link in the description because they still do these. So you can nip over, have a look at the specs on it and the write-up on the website. But I think one to keep your eye out for, guys. I mean, it's been around for a long time, but I've just come across it now and never used a controlled double action before, and I just picked it up straight away. I keep wanting to press down because I'm always double action, but you don't. You just put your finger on the top and move it backwards and move it forwards to take your paint on and off, and the air does the same thing. All you've got to do is adjust your air pressure on your airline to what you want, or your Mac valve, and you're good to go. Nice and simple. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Drop your comments, tell me your thoughts if you own one of these, how you're getting on with it and what your thoughts are on it. As I say, links in the description. Drop us a thumbs up, comment, and I'll see you lot in the next one, guys. Cheers.